Today I'll be reacting to Walking Through My American Neighborhood in Chicago. My friends, this should be a fascinating one. Chicago seems such a fascinating place, but before I go into that, let me ask you for one thing. If you can leave a like, thank you so much. It's the best way to show support. If you can subscribe, well, in that case, forget about it. You make my day. Have that in consideration. Now, link for the original video in my description. Lawrence, what a tremendous content creator. Show him some love. That said, well, let's play it.
Hello, welcome to my Chicago neighborhood.
Wow.
The leaves are starting to fall, as you're probably aware, and I thought I'd go and join them.
Okay, let me say one thing already. This is looking really, really beautiful. Am I crazy?
You know, not in falling.
Classic.
I just wanted to be in their general vicinity.
Okay.
Because, you know, I've lived in my apartment since March, and it's just occurred to me that I haven't really done a kind of visual tour of the area in which I live. Oh, good, a bench. And for those of you that don't know, I live on the north side of Chicago, and I get a lot of questions from people saying, what's that like? Isn't Chicago a war zone? And, you know, the truth is that...
What? Why people say that the war zone? Is Chicago in the north a problematic region? Chicago... Again, of course I don't know, don't get me wrong, but Chicago, from what I've been reacting, and I reacted to a couple of videos already about Chicago, tremendous place. And even this footage that we are seeing right now, all the green, I like Chicago.
the north side of Chicago...
By the way, some random fact, a lot of my viewers, one of the cities that watches my channel the most is actually Chicago. And that means a lot to me, my friends, again. So if you are from Chicago, feel free to leave me a comment because I know you are watching.
is one of the most peaceful places I've ever lived, except when the base...
Actually, let's run that one back. Sorry.
Questions from people saying, what's that like? Isn't Chicago a war zone? And, you know, the truth is that the north side of Chicago is one of the most peaceful places I've ever lived, except when the baseball's happening. You know, you do get some rowdy people then.
Well,
but it's all in good fun and for a good cause, I hope. You know, it's been about 3 months since I left the studio, so my wife's been having to push plates under the door. And so I figured now's the time to get out, because this time of year is my favorite in Chicago, because it's that between moment, right after the summer and right before hell, when, you know, you can just sort of enjoy the outdoors in a t-shirt and not burn to death or freeze.
Wait, Chicago is really that hot, my friends? Anyone from Chicago that can verify that? Tell me, is that true?
And on my side, coming up here, is a building that many of you may recognize, although it looks like they're doing construction work. That's really inconsiderate while I'm doing this video. Okay,
Oh no.
can't go that way. It looks like there's a detour. We can take the detour to the building that you might all recognize. Some of you, I mean, depends on your interests. Just, I don't want to bump into people, you know. Thank you. Yeah, it's all construction. No, the idea was to go into the sort of forecourt area and just sit there for a bit and talk about what I'm seeing. I'm at Wrigley Field, and...
Chicago Cubs? What? Is this the baseball team? Man, I would love to go to a baseball game. Maybe Chicago is the place to go if you want to watch baseball.
When I first moved here, the locals had to tell me, convince me, that this wasn't the manufacturing plant for the chewing gum.
What?
Well, I usually try to avoid showing the back end of things, but because of that construction, I've got no choice. So I'm taking you around to the back area of...
Okay, sorry for pausing again, but I'm seeing this and I'm thinking one of the quotes I say the most on my thumbnails. Just like the movies. You know, this looks almost like New York. Is that crazy to say? At least the construction remembers me New York, but it's tremendous.
Wrigley Field. I think there's a statue there. Isn't it Harry Carey? Harry Carey. How do you pronounce that in British English? You know, those words, because we don't have the merger of Mary, Mary. So it's very hard for me to say his name and to get it right in the way I speak. Here he is, Mr. Harry Carey, Harry Carey. statue put here in 1999. Not bad for a humble restaurateur. Bit of an exclusive.
My friends, can you guys share more information about that statue? Who was that person?
I'm round the back and they've got the gates open so we can actually partly see into Wrigley Field. Probably not supposed to, but just a bit of fun. Well, behind me is Graceland Cemetery, and I'm not going to do a tour of there because just like any other cemetery in the world, this one houses dead people, and I'd like to respect that.
Okay.
But there is a little known British-American fact about this very cemetery. This cemetery was the final resting place of a man named Augustus Dickens. And Augustus Dickens was the brother of a little-known writer called Charles Dickens. After his wife fell into poor health and basically lost her eyesight, Augustus Dickens left her and moved all the way to Chicago, where he became some sort of journalist.
Okay.
I'm now going to traverse the land east until I hit water.
To be honest, Charles Dickens and Dixon's sounds familiar. I don't know. I feel like I should know that one for some reason. Okay. Okay. So was a writer. Okay. Yeah, but the name is
just the direct opposite of what the Mayflower did. This that I'm on right now is the Lakeshore Trail, partly because we're near to Lakeshore Drive, but also because we're near the lake. And I like to ride on this to get to downtown Chicago. In many ways, you know, you can do that anonymously, and even if
Shaz.
people do recognize you, you're on a bicycle, so they can't catch you unless they have a motorbike. You know, I still maintain that was illegal. And I think this is one of my favorite public features of Chicago, because it doesn't just connect you to downtown Chicago, but also to Lincoln Park and the zoo. And it never fails to astound me that I live just a 10-minute bike ride away from monkeys, flamingos, and a terrifying amount of cats. Behind me is Cricket Hill, and this is one of my favorite hills in the whole of Chicago, and that is definitely a hill that I'm willing to die on. That could be misinterpreted.
Saw football. You guys thought I was about to say soccer, right? No, that's a soccer field.
But
at this point, I say soccer. Yeah.
When I'm feeling down, I like to come to this hill because it helps me feel up. Since I don't yet have a penthouse here on the north side, the best place to get a view for me is this hill.
Friends, random question. I know it's not related with the video now, but I will run that part back. Do you guys think soccer will become the #1 sport in America? Any chance? I don't know, I feel like you guys have been telling me that it's normal to put kids in soccer nowadays in America because the American football, all of the injuries and stuff like that. Is that true, or are people overreacting a bit? I wonder, can you imagine? I think America, if goes all in into soccer, can become one of the best teams.
Since I don't yet have a penthouse here on the north side, the best place to get a view for me is this hill. We turn the camera south and you can see the city.
Oh, wow.
And then,
modern
just
city.
like that, I'm at the sand dunes. Yeah, I mean,
Wait, is that the beach?
Pretty incredible how much there is in this sort of area. And when I moved here, my expectation wasn't that I'd have beaches. Certainly not that I'd have them 10 minutes from my house.
Wow.
But I do.
Oh my God, that's a tremendous place.
This is, there's no step here, so I have to kind of jump down into the sand, and I'm not sure how deep it goes. Those footprints suggest it's fine.
Oh, sorry, my friends, again. You guys say I post too much, and I know I'm aware of that, my friends, but I want to take a look at one thing.
I do.
1 second.
This is,
Damn it. I miss it. Again?
This is,
Wait, you are on the beach and you are seeing all of those buildings on the background? Oh, that's crazy cool. This also happens in New York, right?
There's no step here, so I have to kind of jump down into the sand, and I'm not sure how deep it goes. Those footprints suggest it's fine, but might fall through it. We'll try it. Let's see how this goes. Oh, that's fine. I was hoping for a bit more drama than that, for clicks. Of course, it's fall right now, but during the summertime, this place is usually packed, and that's why I don't come in the summertime. My preferred moment, actually, on these beaches is when I'm all alone, and I can just dwell, you know, not in a weird way, just walking up and down it and take in my surroundings right there. The blueness of Lake Michigan. And it's at times like this when I come here and I just like to stop and think and pretend that since I can't see the other side, I can't see Michigan, I like to pretend that this is the Atlantic Ocean and that I'm just a short swim away from England. And then I remember that it's a few thousand miles and I don't pursue that thought any further. There's a seagull over there pretending to be dead. It's playing possum. No, I think it is actually dead. It's a plane. Get out of my shot. And a wasp. A wasp is trying to sting me. I'm getting out of here. The wasp is still there. I'm definitely out of here now. Chasing me. Why is a wasp chasing me?
No.
Got stung in Salt Lake City once, so and I dropped my camera that day. Look, in my panic, I think I miscategorized it as a wasp. I'm told that here, those things are bees, but it looks like what a wasp would be in England. But like I said, it's really peaceful here. Nobody gives me trouble, except the wasps. Place. It's always the wasps and the mosquitoes. Apart from that, I am happy. It's still there. Let's go.
Okay. Well, friends, thank you so much for watching this with me. Let me take a look again, because I thought that the first footage was really incredible. You know, I really thought that. Sorry. Yeah. My friends, this is looking tremendous. I mean, this is a neighborhood just like, you know, the movies. I wonder if your neighborhood is similar to this one. Because if it is, it's a beautiful one.
Oh, good.
Sorry. I guess we don't have to go again. Yeah, thank you so much, my friends. 6 food dishes I only discovered after moving to America. Should I watch that? Leave me the number 8 if I should watch that. And if you leave the number 8, I also know you end up watching until the end. And that means the world to me. But yeah, thank you so much, my friend. See you guys in the next one. Bye.